Okay, I believe I'm live on YouTube right now. So, there's a few things I want to talk about. Now, I'm still recovering from being sick. I'm still not all the way well. This past week has been a rough week because I actually had to call in sick Sunday. I learned how to use the report absence phone number and stuff. And Walmart has this weird attendance policy where you get points against you for certain things. So being late, or even if you call in sick, you still get a point against you. And I understand the reason for this. Okay, for those of you who don't know, I've been working at Walmart for 2 weeks at this point, and people are asking me how the job at Walmart is going. And I have a lot of good things to say actually about Walmart because it's nothing like Hy-Vee. Walmart actually does things so much more efficiently than Hy-Vee, and I'm blown away by what I'm learning so far. And so, but anyway, I had to report absence because I was so sick, throwing up. I really couldn't do anything. So I got a point against me for that. And they have to have this system because some people would just call in sick repeatedly and never show up for work. And Walmart can't have that happen. That can't happen because you have to understand Walmart is a big company. I was not aware of how big it was until recently, but it's a multinational corporation. Like it's the only company bigger than Walmart is Amazon in terms of, like selling things and as far as number of stores, like it's Walmart's actually massive. Walmart's been around for a long time. It's not going to go out of business anytime soon. That's what I'm saying. And my voice is still a little bit sick, so forgive me for that. But I really wanted to let my friends know that the Walmart job is actually going pretty well because even though I'm not at the top of my physical strength. My voice is weak and I don't have full strength. I'm still slightly sick. Um, but I got more done last night than I ever got done since I've been hired at Walmart. Oh, you've been sick too, Papa, huh? Yeah, it's rough. And that's the thing about it is I don't like the fact that I did have to go into work while still sick the past few days, but I still got a lot done. And the fact that I'm overnight stock and that for the most of my shift I'm not around customers, that's actually for the best. So I made the best of it. I did what I could, I washed my hands frequently. I even bought myself Lysol wipes to wipe my hands with too, like disinfect myself. Had Kleenex stuff to my pocket so I could blow my nose when needed. I had to make the best of it being sick, and yet I still got 3 pallets and a cart done before 5. And I was amazed I could even do that. And Chad wanted to challenge me to do it, and I did. And then I went to help in another area of the store. It was actually really really good. Oh, you didn't know I got a job at Walmart, Pafo? Yeah, well, that's the thing is I have not been I have not been very good at updating people what's going on actually. It's been kind of rough because I resigned my job on July 12th, 2023 at Hy-Vee. Stuff happened. Stuff so bad that I'm still very upset. Stuff that I even feel like I want to sue Hy-Vee for. The way they've treated me, the way I've seen them treat other people. And so it's just sad that that fell through, but I did find a better company to work for, and I wouldn't have really guessed because I had heard from former Walmart employees like that Walmart, sucks and that they don't pay enough. That's what I've heard, you know. But a lot of times that's because those Walmart employees were not really doing their job. And here's what I mean. I am actually getting more done than some of these other employees who have been there for a few years. And that's because I take my job more seriously. Because they're talking on their phones, like, somebody might be talking to their girlfriend or ex-girlfriend. I'm not even sure. They were calling him a whore. So that was not a nice conversation. I have to hear that. I kind of wish these people would shut up and quit talking with their boyfriends and girlfriends and stuff, and they're just talking with each other instead of doing their work. And of course, there's going to be small conversations once in a while with my coworkers, because I try not to be rude, but for the most part, I just stay focused because we have an app that lets us scan things, and it will tell us where it is, which aisle and which shelf, and then which tag within that shelf. So there's actually a really efficient system that there is. So I actually get more stuff put away faster than I did back when I was stocking Health Market. And that's in spite of the fact that my body doesn't work as well as it used to. Because when I was like 28, 29, 30, and I was working at Hy-Vee and Health Market, I still had good knees back then. I still had testosterone in my system. I still had more strength. I don't have the strength, and I have trouble bending my knees. Okay, my body does not work as well as it used to, and that's because of the injury with that brilliant job. But I'm still getting more stuff done because we have a technologically efficient system. So I can scan things with my phone. There's a phone app for all employees. We use this app to clock in and clock out and clock into for our meal and out. Like, it's very, very good. Oh yeah, what knee did you damage? Poffo asked. It's my right knee. I actually couldn't use it for a while back at it was it was the very end of 2020. Like it just popped, and because there was just too much knee bending at that warehouse job. It was very sad. And I was on crutches for a long time, and I've never quite been the same, but I can still walk really well. I just have some difficult. Um, let's see here. Yeah, let's see here. Okay, yeah. Yeah, Poffo said, I don't understand how the comments work. I want it to show, like, it will show me the comments for a while and then they'll go away, but I will respond to all comments later after the stream if I need to. Um, I did wear sort of a leg brace for a while. But yeah, but so that's the thing is I've gotten to where I can walk. I still walk faster than most people because I don't have a car, never had a car. My mom doesn't have a car. That's just the reality of it. I walk everywhere. So it takes me 45 minutes to an hour to walk to Walmart. And then I'm working 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. And so I'm walking a lot. So my legs are strong, but my right knee is still just really not so good. But because I'm not messing around talking on my phone, texting people on my phone, and like it's just some of these 20 somethings or teenagers, and it's just crazy that they're like, oh my God, I think I accidentally added my cousin on Snapchat. And I'm like, well, first of all, why are you doing that at work? Second of all, is that a good or bad thing? I don't even know. Like, these kids, I swear, like, ah, these kids, I swear, what's wrong with them? I'm 36 years old, okay? And when people find out I'm 36, I thought, wait, I thought you were like 20. I'm like, no, I'm old. I'm 36. I'm just good looking, okay? I think it's my vegan diet, my celibate lifestyle, and maybe the preservatives and all the diet soda I drink. I don't know. For whatever reason, I actually look younger than I am. But because I try to stay focused on my job at work, um, it's I end up getting a lot done, and I have a system. I've developed a system that allows me to be fast because I get a grocery cart and use that to put my cardboard and plastic in. And I learned that method because that's what I did at Hy-Vee. That's kind of what I did at Hy-Vee. And it works because, you know the part of a grocery cart where the child usually sits in, if you have a small child that sits in that front part. Well, I put the plastic there, but the majority of the cart, I put the cardboard. And I'm really good at breaking down cardboard because my arms are strong enough that if I do it right, I can usually just tear cardboard apart. It's not that hard. And then I just like get it as flat as I can, and I can stuff a whole lot of cardboard into one grocery cart. And then I'll make like, 5, 6, 7 trips to the cardboard compactor. That's just kind of how it goes. So I have a efficient system for the trash. I scan things and I walk over to put them on the shelf where they go. And last night I actually got more done since I've been hired by Walmart than I ever had before. Um, let's see here. I want to see the comments. What it showed me like the comments last time, I swear. Um, I want to see the comments. Okay. Okay. All right. But yeah, anyway, so I didn't even have a top stock cart last night to assist me. I was having to borrow other people's carts. And the top stock carts, you have to understand, they have ladders on them. And sometimes to get to the higher shelves, to even see what's on the shelf, to see how many of things will fit, I have to have a ladder. And they were all in use by the other employees, some of which were who were not doing their job. And so it actually slowed me down. I got more done than I had ever gotten done since I've been hired by Walmart last night, while still sick, with bad knees, and without a top stock cart. Imagine how much faster I'll get when things go right and as I get used to this job. It's hard being up all night long. It's kind of hard. I'm not used to it. But hey, it's full time, and I'm grateful for that because that's something Hy-Vee would never give me. And I do like that Walmart is very inclusive so far. And I know it varies too, depending on the people. If any company that has problems, because if you are in a particular store that is particularly has management that hates trans people or hates gay people or hates vegans or whoever, well, then you're going to run into problems, obviously. But this particular Walmart where I work in Lee Summit, they're actually pretty cool. And I'm also not the only trans person who works there. So that's nice. Um, and so I like it. They're treating me with more respect than what I was used to at Hy-Vee. I was with Hy-Vee for 10 years. They wouldn't give me full time, told me I didn't have the required skills. They told me I couldn't multitask. And all these things that were not true. They said things about me that were not true. They said things about other employees that I knew were not true. And that was what led me to realize I was being held back. I was being held back so much. There was so many things wrong. I could easily give an hour talk on everything wrong with the way Hy-Vee treated me and other people. Um, and if I had known what I know now, I probably would have applied at Walmart a long time ago. But because of my grocery store experience with Hy-Vee, I think that was part of why Walmart was willing to hire me, and I love the job so far. Sure, I don't sound that enthusiastic because I'm still sick and my voice is horrible, but I actually did a really good job last night, and I expect it's only been 2 weeks since my orientation. 2 weeks exactly today. It was September 5th that I had orientation. So hopefully it'll get easy from here as I get used to it. There's a lot of the process that I still don't know. But when they have me assigned to, put things away in the grocery side of the store where all the food is, I know that area well from shopping. Plus, I have an app to scan the barcodes of things so I know which aisle they go in. And because of my fast walking speed, I can usually get stuff done. Whereas other people, when something goes in a different aisle, they tend to just, put it on the floor or put it on their top stock cart, um, and deal with it later. But I don't like to do that. I like to just get it out of the way. So I just like to take it over there, and I walk there so fast and back so fast that even though some people might view that as inefficient, it doesn't take me that long because I just walk faster than anybody else. So my experience, breaking down cardboard, my fast walking speed kind of helps make up for the fact that it takes me longer to get on the floor and up again, because um, when I have to put things on the lowest shelf, I kind of have to take my box over. I have to get on my knees. I have to like get way down there and see what's down there, see what I can do. So it takes me a while to get up off the floor. I mean, I can't, like, I swear, these people who are like 18 to, and in their 20s, like, they could work twice as fast as I can if they cared about doing their job right, but they don't. That's the sad part. So I'm glad that I got a job with Walmart, and I'm glad for Walmart that they got me because I really put everything I've got into doing the job right. And so Walmart's going well, and I want people to know that the Walmart job is actually going really well, and hopefully it will stay going that well. Because I should have had a full-time job. I should have had a career years ago, and I was held back for so many years. And then the brilliant job, the government contract job, that was actually pretty horrible. And now, Walmart pays me more than what that job did. Of course, things may have been adjusted a little bit for inflation. Like the prices of everything is ridiculous. Like, the, can we talk about the high cost of renting an apartment? Like the high cost of food. But at least Walmart's food is still cheaper than Hy-Vee. Walmart still does have the lowest prices of any store where you buy food. So that's going to help save a little bit of money. Just the fact that I work at Walmart means I can shop at Walmart. So that'll save some money on food. But nobody can afford to live right now. Like in Lee's Summit, you're lucky if you can get a one-bedroom apartment for $1,000, and it's wild. So nobody can afford to live. The economy is horrible, but I'm still better off working a full-time Walmart job than getting maybe 2 days a week part-time with Hy-Vee and going further in debt while working for Hy-Vee. So yeah, that's basically it. Oh man. Oh yeah, yeah, Pafo. I want to see your comment. Oh yeah, Papa says I used to do overnight stock at a grocery as well. Interesting fact. It got. Hey, I'm trying to read the comments and it vanishes. Like, what is wrong? How do I change? I want like I'm reading his comment and then it disappears. I can't even read Pafo's comments. This is horrible. This is horrible. Oh man. Yeah, the YouTube the YouTube app is just weird. I want to be able to see the comments, but anyway, I just I'm gonna try to get some rest, and I'm off tonight and tomorrow night. So when I go back Friday night, hopefully I will have my full strength and energy back so I can do more overnight stocking at Walmart because I'm getting better at it, and by the time I'm there many months or years, I probably will know a lot more, and I probably will be even more efficient. That's what I'm hoping. Because I'm 36, and I wished I had the opportunity to get a full-time job when I was 18. I would have had money saved up. My mom and I would be living in a better place already. We might have even had a car. And the fact is that life has been rough because I'm autistic and people think I'm stupid. A lot of people really treat me like I'm stupid. Hy-Vee certainly did. And I got disrespected a lot even before I came out as transgender. And so being transgender certainly added to that, and I'm sure that's another reason why it's so hard to get jobs. It's very hard to get jobs if you're transgender. And once again, nobody chooses to be transgender. Nobody chooses to be gay either. You know, this is something we need to drill into people's heads. Nobody would intentionally make their life that much harder than it is. But I have to tell you, I'm actually feeling really good. You know, I don't, I don't, consider myself passing as a woman, and I probably never will. Most people still just think I'm a dude with long hair, and that's fine. But people at Walmart, they call me Chastity, and they do refer to me with she, her pronouns. So they respect my name and pronouns. They're really nice about that. And I that means a lot to me. Um, but it's I am more comfortable with myself and my body lately. I just wanted to mention that it's the reason I do I'm done talking about Walmart, but I do want to say the reason that I do what I do because I post a lot on social media. I share a lot of posts. I do videos and I do talk about LGBT stuff a lot. And I want you to know why I do that. The main reason I do that is because I have been so much happier being on estrogen and after having my orchiectomy. It's been 3 years since I had my testicles surgically removed. It's been over 3 years now. And it is nice. It is nice. It is, in my case, it was the right thing. I don't think that a gender transition, I don't think hormones and surgery is right for everyone. But in my case, it was because not having random erections, no longer being triggered about the sexual abuse that happened to me when I was a child, it makes me able to focus on the rest of my life better. But the reason I talk about these things is because I see so many people who are kicked out of their home by their parents while they're teenagers because they come out as gay or transgender or their parents find out. People are fired from their jobs for being trans. People are dying and committing suicide just because of the way society treats them for being who they are, and they can't really change who they are. And that's the thing about it. And I do view that discrimination against LGBT is just like discrimination against black people or Jewish people. I view it as the same thing because it's just not something that you can hide. People really try. The gays do try to get straight married. It doesn't really work out. Transgender people try to live as their birth sex. They try and they fail miserably. And it's just it's actually it's not like cool or trendy to be gay or trans or something like that. It's really not. Some people might lead people to think it is, obviously, because obviously there are some really popular, trans gender activists on YouTube and TikTok and stuff. And hey, they have a lot of views because that people view them as hot or sexy. That's just a fact. And and so it sometimes it looks like it's just a trendy thing, and people think that all the kids are turning trans these days just because they see it on social media and YouTube, that like that's what's turning people transgender. It's not really that, because see, I didn't really grow up with that. Like, in my teenage years, when I finally got internet, it was dial-up internet. Like, I didn't know anything, but I found out I really am transgender, and there's just so many things. That's something I've covered in so many other videos, but I just really it's very important for me to keep speaking out about the discrimination against LGBT people, and that's why I do it. It's not because I'm just so obsessed with it, although I might be a little bit obsessed. When you're autistic, you have special interests. That's not going to lie about that. I'm always honest, is that whether it comes to computer programming or Tetris or certain foods, like I'm an autistic person. I'm just obsessed with certain topics sometimes. Let's see here. And the chat, let's see, chat. I'm trying to get the chat to come back. Okay, Papa says make sure you're taking some form of magnesium or zinc. Hey, what? I have to keep scrolling the chat to get it to stay. Yeah, make sure you're taking some form of magnesium or zinc. Eat some fresh fruit. All these things will help boost your immune system and fight the cold. Yep, and that's what I've been doing. I've been taking Quick Defense by Guy Herbs. I've been drinking a lot of fruit juice, taking some zinc, olive leaf extract, doing some good stuff. Oh, we have a commenter, Everbless, who says hi. Well, hi, Everbless. But yeah. Oh, Papa says, I could never work at a grocery store. I can't stand shopping. It's a major source of anger and frustration for me. I'm sure you can guess why. I just ordered a bunch of stuff from Instacart. Yeah, I totally understand, Pafo. And okay, I have to say this. I am upset. I always have been upset working in a grocery store. Um, all the years I worked at Hy-Vee and even Walmart, yes, it bothers me that, the products of animal murder and rape are everywhere, obviously. The meat, the cheese, the eggs, like all the people, like most of what people are buying for the most part is going to contain, meat, dairy, eggs, honey. Like, I would say 98% of what's even in a store, I won't eat, but I'm fine with my Lara bars and tofu sandwiches, okay? Also, I make great stir fries with the vegetables. My mom just loves it when I do stir fries. I can cook. I want you to know, Pafo, I can cook. My mom has taught me how to do stir fries and stuff. But you don't see that. People they see me just eating peanut butter sandwiches or tofu sandwiches or putting ketchup on everything because hey, that's what that's what quick and easy and what I do all the time. But just ask my mom. I actually make some pretty good stir fries because my mom's got me started on doing that. But it is frustrating being in a grocery store and just seeing all of the dead animals everywhere. I mean, it's just hard being a vegan in this world, but let's just face it. My role in life is apparently working in grocery stores, because that's the way it's happened, and I'm experienced at it, and I'm good at it. So even though I don't like it, okay, obviously, it would be nice if I could have a job that doesn't involve, working in a food store where I have to witness all this. But at least at this point in time, that's the best option I have because it aligns with my experience. But who knows what will happen? I'm still in my Full Sail University program. I've been going through a marketing and storytelling course this month. And it's hard to keep up with my schoolwork because of adjusting to this new job. But eventually, I will have a bachelor's degree with Full Sail University of Game Business and Esports Science. And maybe having a degree will enable me to eventually get into the technology field. You know what I'm saying? And I've actually been wanting to start a business, and I've been trying to start a business with no success. And that's because of, having no money and having no time, having crappy internet, and it's just but I have been, I'm really passionate about my computer programming. I've made a few of my own video games, and what I want to do, I know exactly what I want to do is I want to make programming tutorials. I want to make programming tutorials both, written as well as videos. I want to do what the Cherno does. If you don't know who the Cherno is, like he is like this guy who he used to work at Electronic Arts, and he quit and he runs his own YouTube and Patreon business. That's what I actually want to do is because I'm not the best programmer, but what's great about me is that if I can figure out a programming concept and I can make clear code examples, that means I could publish my own programming books. I could do my own video tutorials. I certainly share a lot of screenshots. And one of the things that's really held me back from having the most professional content of programming is the fact that I get no feedback. I don't get any feedback on that. Like it's really stupid because I do all these amazing programming demos of my games and other graphics things, but I don't get comments or feedback on that. Instead, I get comments like people telling me marriage is only between a man and a woman and that being trans is a mental illness. Like they'll comment on the LGBT stuff, but they won't comment on my computer programming skills or what content they like. It's really unfortunate because I have skills and I'm a perfectionist too, and I want my code to look perfect as well as perform perfectly. And writing comments in computer programming is hard. Writing clear comments of what things do. And I've been messing around with OpenGL lately. I'm pretty good at Legacy OpenGL, but there's a lot of concepts I don't know. But OpenGL is actually really cool. And before I end this video, I want to talk about why OpenGL is actually really cool. Part of the reason that OpenGL is so cool is that if you know how to program in Legacy OpenGL, you can get stuff running on old machines because older machines like back on Windows 95, 98 and stuff would use like really old versions of OpenGL, you know? And so you can use like the older versions of OpenGL for older machines if you want to make games that run on old machines. But then there's also modern OpenGL, which I suck at doing. I don't know much about it. But modern OpenGL is apparently much, much faster. And when using SDL, Raylib, Allegro, these programming libraries I use to make my games, under the hood, those libraries are either using OpenGL or they're using Direct3D, which is by Microsoft. Microsoft has their own stuff that runs on the Windows platform, whereas OpenGL works on Linux and Mac and stuff like that. So OpenGL is a solid thing to learn, and you should totally watch the Cherno's videos on that topic because I've learned a lot from him. And also Lazy Foo. I don't know who Lazy Foo is, but if you look up Lazy Foo's tutorials, he has really great tutorials on SDL and OpenGL. And like I've learned so much of my computer programming, graphics programming from these tutorials. But anyway, that's all I have to say about that for now. I just wanted to do this video and update people on how Walmart's going and just how life is going in general. And let's see if are there any more comments.
Oh, yeah, Papa says, I was waiting for you to mention testicles. I'm going to play a drinking game, and every time you say orchiectomy or testicles, I'll take a shot and probably become an alcoholic. No, Papa, please don't become an alcoholic. But I do have to say that yes, I I do mention not having testicles because it's important. It's very important to understand why how that affects me. It affects me in so many ways. It was the right decision for me. And when I see people trying to restrict people's access to transgender related surgeries, and mine was also done for reasons of pain, not just for transgender reasons, I get very upset. And it's that that makes me keep speaking out about it. And so let me try to make an uncontroversial statement. If you are an adult biological male and your testicles are causing you only pain and messing up your life for whatever reason, and you want to have your testicles removed, you should be able to do that. Similarly, women who want to be sterilized, so that if they know they don't want to have children, they want sterilization surgery, they should be able to do that. We would reduce abortions by a lot if we let the men remove their testicles and let the women get their tubes tied. Like we would get so much lower abortion rates, whether legal or illegal. And as a pro-life person, I fully support these surgeries. That is my final statement. And I will end this video now, and I hope something I said made sense because I am sick and I'm still not thinking of Cure List right now, but I had thoughts I wanted to get out.